We're down, but we're far from out. Now let's all rally behind the boys and show them a bit of support.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Pete.
Shot a goal! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
This looks promising. Nicely shaped ball. He's having a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Isak really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And it's been taken short. That's very neat. Now, can he find a finish? Real chance! Decent enough try.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
McAllister. Vids. And here's Mohamed Salah. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's in a great position here. Bruno Fernandes. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. No way through there. Aimed beyond the defence, and it's made its way to him. Konate deals with that comfortably. Manchester United are still that goal to the good. Wirtz really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
The attendance for this match was
Just an hour gone.
29,830.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Isak. And here's Mohamed Salah. And the finish! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping. Wirtz is onto this. Oh, it's come loose.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep it.
It's Salah! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And he's found the net! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
After 66
Well, they were
minutes,
starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Ah, now can they counter? Oh, that's fabulous. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Menu. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Who saw this coming? So close to victory, and it has got away. Oh, that's superb. Isak! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
It's their second corner of the game. De Ligt clears it away.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Manchester United have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Now, this could be a chance. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. He's picked his way through. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Menu. That's a sharp pass. Oh, that was vital.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And it's Menu. Robertson with the slide tackle there. Bruno Fernandes. Vitz. He's going to be disappointed with that.
Has been indicated.
Lovely feet. He's through, now is he in? There's the shot! Oh, it's in! And that may just do it! And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Manchester United take what looks to be a decisive lead.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find it necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
And that will be the final act. Manchester United pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. Well, how will we look back on that?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result...
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Foot in. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Camavinga. Goes for a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And here's Mbappe. Bellingham. Great defending, strong and determined. Inter Milan do have a chance to counter here. Distributed tidily. And it's Barella. Now that's well seen too. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Italy is the country of great defenders, Peter, and this fella, Alessandro Bastoni, looks very much in line to be its latest representative. I think being an Italian defender, we all know he's very much from the school of no-nonsense, but I really like his technique, and again, he's one of these centre-backs or defenders who can get his head up and just pick out a wonderful...
Decent chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. No, there's no sort of quality on that. Camavinga. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. So it is still 0-0. Barella. Sucic. And it's DiMarco. Is there any support? He might not need it. Alexander-Arnold cuts it out. Madrid applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. DiMarco. Barella. Now it's Thuram.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Camavinga. Threads one in. Oh, it's a great... And the shot! There it is! First blood drawn. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Madrid have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react.
Good running, strong and purposeful. That's very neat. Tchouaméni did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Mbappe, and he's surging through. Zielinski. And Sucic. Rudiger. Tchouaméni. Valverde. Zielinski. Sucic. He shifted it to the flank. Di Marco goes steaming forward. And it's Bellingham. That's a sharp pass.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's wonderful alertness. The referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Inter can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Chance here to counter. Camavinga. And it's Valverde. Now it's Zielinski. That's a good ball out wide. That's good play. Well, that looks... There's the shot! Barella. That pass has been well intercepted. Bellingham. Probing pass. Oh, delightful ball. Climbed up big! They've done it! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Madrid are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking for options for movement. Played out to the right. Bellingham. For Valverde.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And here's Thuram.
Thuram really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, if he truly fancies his chances from here, he's going to need the best of the best.
Decent enough try.
Di Marco is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Madrid can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Rodrigo to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of go make a nuisance of yourself.
Chouameni. Over to the left. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And he shoots! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. DiMarco with the short one. Good read, needed to be. Madrid are looking to go forward now. DiMarco does well to get it back. And here's Dumfries. And that's another good win of the ball. Pressing high and with purpose. Inter Milan, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And it's Bellingham. Chouameni. Strokes it back. Ambitious ball here. Bastoni deals with that comfortably. And a chance! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
You can tell he wanted that too. Still, at least he can smile about it, seeing as they're a couple of goals up.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Inter Milan are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Bastoni.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the...
Mkhitaryan! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
That's more like it. They have to force the issue, and that's the way to do it.
Barella. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
And it's been played through. Now it's Bellingham. Shot a goal! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Madrid find a position of real strength now. Tries to pass it through. Rudiger calmly anticipates. That is good strength.
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
Mendy. And the counter is on. Now it's Mbappe. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Shoots! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And somehow he's managed to miss it. Somewhat off target. Now it's Tura. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And we're done. Inter Milan suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And the finish! Bellingham! That is brilliant!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
The movement so precise. The finish, shot at goal! Really well taken goal. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
There was to be only one outcome.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
Manchester United grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Now it's Ahmad. He's picked his way through. Vinicius Junior. Out to the left it goes. He has found the way through. That is lovely. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Camavinga wins the duel this time. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Vinicius Junior, who does have an assist to his name. Mbappe. Now it's Valverde. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Chouameni. Madrid applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Mount. Mount is on chance. It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Oh, he's been caught on it. Great chance. Goal! Manchester United. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Manchester United take the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Rudiger. Mendy. 15 minutes till half-time. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now that's well seen too. Vinicius Junior. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Bruno Fernandes. That's Mount. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Chouameni. Gently done. And here's Bellingham. Tries a shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Casemiro looking for options for movement. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Looking for the run. Oh, he's bustling. Bellingham! It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
This is quite a battle. And the shots! Mbappe! Irrepressible! Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Mbappe really showed his coolness, Peter, by not getting flustered on such a tough skill. And for me, it was controlled perfection.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all in.
And the whistle goes for half-time. And we are up to the break.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Que se ponga en contacto con algún empleado del estadio.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Manchester United really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm.
He's had a shot! And it's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
And yes, it's him again. Madrid take a two-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
And he's being shifted off it. And it's Mount. Great vision. Again the flag's up. Casemiro. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Matheus Cunha. Oh, sweet feet. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Valverde.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rudiger promptly onto that, and that is that. Valverde. Vinicius Junior. That has been slung wide. Can he get on the end of this? And he opts to go forward. Manchester United do have a chance to counter here.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Big chance! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Madrid with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And And he gets rid in a hurry. Camavinga touches it back. And it's Mendy. Good running, strong and purposeful. Shoots! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And the counter is on. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Oh, no question, that's a foul. Not too many have the power or indeed the accuracy from this range. Would he dare to have a go? Oh, that's fabulous! He's got himself an absolute peach. Oh, that is a bit special.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Bruno Fernandes. Matthews Cunha. Real chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Bruno Fernandes really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And here's Bellingham. Bellingham goes on a run down the left wing. Oh, it's played into the area. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And here's Vinicius Junior. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Bellingham. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Shot could be on. Very nicely done. He's under a lot of pressure there. Tries to play it through. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, that's fabulous. Eder Militao defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, well played.
Manchester United really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
And it's Mount. Šeško. He is through here. Madrid needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
He's got away. Now it's Bellingham. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Now, what about a counter-attack? Bruno Fernandes. And he's in on goal. He's having a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Yeah, the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
Now, this could be a chance. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, this is a great position. And that's it. Manchester United did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more painful. sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. The action has already started. And here's Yamal. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. De Ligt kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And now the breakaway. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, this guy Pedri, without doubt, is the greatest talent of his generation to come out of Spain. I mean, he has all the traits of some of the great legends that have been there before him. The ability to handle the ball in tight spaces, his speed of thought on the turn, his understanding of the landscape.
Can he finish? Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. I doubt very much that this was in the script. Casado. And Rafinha. Now it's Yamal. And here's Lewandowski. Ainsbury. Pedri! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And yes, it's there! And they're at it again in double quick time. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
This certainly looks appetising. Bruno Fernandes! It is a fantastic goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Back within one. They have them in their sights again. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
And that is expertly dealt with.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Šeško. Ahmad. Showing good feet. Casado.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Knocks it into space. Caught offside that time. A heavy challenge. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Foot in. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Casemiro. And it's Mount. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Casemiro. Bruno Fernandes. Casado. Pedri.
This is the time you need that pace.
It's a sharp little ball here. Manchester United are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Great vision. He's in space and looking for options. Nicely weighted ball. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. De Ligt getting this one clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Eric Garcia promptly onto that, and that is that. Yamal. Matheus Cunha. Shaw. And they can counter here. Pinches it off him. Now it's Yamal. Lewandowski. Nice control. Now it's Lewandowski! De Ligt. Bruno Fernandes. Can he spark a counter here? And it's Pedri. De Jong. Yamal. Yamal! Really well taken goal. And look what it... And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So off we go once more.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Barcelona have their second corner now. João Cancelo. Oh, that's neat. In by Cancelo. Oh, well played. Lewandowski! He is just caressing the ball. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Casado does well to stand firm and defend it. And it's Pedri. Tries to play it through. And this is Lewandowski. He's on it. Can he get away? Mount. And here's Yamal. Tries a shot! They just took too long getting forward.
Well, the whole idea of a good breakaway is to leave the opposition struggling to get back, and they were just too slow.
Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Bruno Fernandes. Šeško being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Mount. A lot of space ahead of him. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mount. And he shoots! It's in! Back to within one! Interesting! One moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely...
Real chance! More pressure on the opposition goal.
Barcelona really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Koundé cuts out the pass. Barcelona do have a chance to counter here. Engages and forces him off the ball. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Not the most accurate pass. And it's Pedri. It's loose. And the shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Brilliant by De Jong! He's got himself an absolute peach. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
De Jong goes steaming forward, looking for the run. Good pressure, determined, intense.
Yeah, for me, this is choreographed muscle, and it's not gentle.
Looking to play him in. Oh, perfectly measured that. Šeško! And he's on his way! And the shot! And it's in! Late drama! Late goal! This will be one frantic ending!
Marcó en el
And
minuto
that really
88.
is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
And yes, it's him again! Manchester United give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
Opts to play it. Shapes to shoot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, such a clever touch. And we're done. Manchester United can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their... look and what an all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full force. The action has already started. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days. It's deemed old-fashioned, outdated, but in truth, with the right personnel, it works just as well as any other system or formation. Success can still be had with it.
Shapes to shoot! Goal! Arsenal! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Now it's Lewandowski. Lewandowski! That is terrific from Lewandowski! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
You just know there is no stopping that.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Yamal. Rafinha. Now it's Pedri. Now this could be a chance. Pedri, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now, can they get him away? Picked out brilliantly. Judge, surely! Goal! Arsenal! And they get themselves in front! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Arsenal go into the lead. Barcelona do have a chance to counter here. Oh, good-looking ball. Rafinha. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, what a climb! And yes, it's there! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Well timed, excellent interception. Subimendi, can he spark a counter here? Looking for the run.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Rafinha. And Lewandowski. Now, what about a counter-attack? And it's been played through. Raya gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Played into space out wide. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Knocks it into space.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Rafinha really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Rice. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Ødegaard. We are into overtime. Koundé gets over and intercepts. Rafinha. Yamal. And he's managed to get free. And it's Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! Superb from Lewandowski! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. And we are up to the break.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Here we go again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Rafinha. Rafinha. Rafinha! Denied by an instinctive save.
Rafinha really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. There's the shot! It's loose. Oh, it's fallen loose again! It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Barcelona take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Real chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. João Cancelo gets it away. Trossard. Can he finish? He scored! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
We have got ourselves a game here.
What a difference a half-time rocket.
Has a shot!
What an absolute shame. The composure and imagination to set himself free. He should be locked up after that.
Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear that...
He's having a go! Well, the contact was true enough. The aim wasn't quite.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
Interception, his positioning was spot on. De Jong, Casado, and Yamal. Rice, Koundé calmly anticipates, and here's Yamal. And this is Lewandowski. Plenty to aim at here. Goes for a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. second corner of the game.
Será reemplazado por el dorsal 20.
Up he goes! Really well taken goal. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
How many? Just how many? Barcelona go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
He's tried one! And it's Olmo. Now it's Yamal. That's tidy. Shoots! And that's off target.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
El dorsal 9.
Barcelona making
El dorsal
another
21.
change here.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 7, el dorsal 6.
Eric Garcia. 75 minutes played. And he was quick to react. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Ferran Torres. Dani Olmo. And here's Pedri. Look at the space here. Decent chance! And it's there! And they are cruising away.
En el minuto 79.
Oh, delicious. Such devilish curl.
Well, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Chance to shoot! No mistake! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? That is good strength. Ferran Torres. Now it's Yamal. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Olmo. Just 5 minutes left. And here's Yamal. He's gone for goal! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Saka.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That is ended up in no man's land. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
6 minutos de descuento.
Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Oh, it's a nice idea. And he's let fly. And that will sail harmlessly past. Oh, this looks sharp. Dani Olmo. And here's Ferran Torres. Takes the shot! Brilliant from Ferran Torres! A finish right from the top draw!
El dorsal 7.
He just absolutely speared that in.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible, he got so...
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game.
Podremos disfrutar de un pequeño espectáculo.
How do you look back on sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. And as you can see, we've already started here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Robert Lewandowski. He's just about the perfect all-round striker. Not least because he can finish equally well with both feet, Peter. It's not all about his finishing, though. He's always on the shoulder, looking for that ball in behind, and that prevents the opposition defence from getting too high or, indeed, getting too comfortable.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. That is good alertness. Now it's Isak. Now it's Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Szoboszlai clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. Now the ball. It's a mighty effort! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Gakpo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Liverpool have their second corner now. Szoboszlai goes short. Salah, good driving run. He's in a great position. And the shot! He's scored! There is the breakthrough. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Has a shot! Well, the contact was true enough. The aim wasn't quite.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
Rafinha, De Jong, Szoboszlai does really well to win the ball there.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Rafinha, Barcelona finding their passes, spread it left. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Shoots! McAllister. Gravenberg. Chance here to counter. That pass has been well intercepted. And it's Szoboszlai. Casado defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get up.
Tries a shot! It's in! They are right back in business!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now. Oh, he did so well to hold his run.
And the shot! And it's in! Into the lead once more. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Engages and forces him off the ball. Pass somewhat off target. And that is a little undercooked. Pedri. Can he get it through? Yamal. Gravenberg. Szoboszlai.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Mohamed Salah. Shot, surely! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Rafinha. Now Casado. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's on it, can he get away? Takes a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Szoboszlai is offering a wry smile there.
So, third corner of the game. They've played it short. And it's McAllister. Szoboszlai. And the shot! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So the lead now is 2.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
McAllister. McAllister proves just a little bit too strong. And that'll be the last act of the first half.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Liverpool are broadly in charge, but the contest is still alive at 3. Chance for a shot! Casado. Pedri. And it's De Jong. Gravenberg. And here's the chance to counter. Rafinha cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Rafinha. He's shifting through the gears here. That is lovely. Well, they've got it again. Casado. McAllister. Could move up a gear here. Oh, that's a very big... There's the shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are pulling clear here. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
So now the difference is 3. McAllister. Oh, this is a very good run. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
McAllister surely had to know he had the support to his right, and if he didn't, he just needs to get his head up.
Backward it goes. And it's De Jong. Now it's Rafinha. Szoboszlai. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Frimpong deals with that comfortably.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And he's managed to get free. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards to further improve their position of comfort.
El dorsal 20, cambio de jugadores.
Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
Liverpool are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape.
Real chance! And he hits the net! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
It's become a case of men against boys.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Well, that is one way to stop him. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. He's found some big chance! Corner number 4 coming up here. And it's been taken short. He's got a shot! He scores! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Face to face with the keeper. Shapes to shoot! They've scored! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
And now he has 2.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Habrá 5 minutos de descuento.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Isak. 5 minutes to add. And here's Chiesa. Pedri with a definite foul there.
Se va a llevar a